A woman is a woman is a woman is a woman. Gentlemen, they are all the same. They're all the same. It doesn't matter, you see what I'm saying, if you in Djibouti, East Africa. It doesn't matter if you in Jakarta, Indonesia. It doesn't matter if you in motherfucking South America. Bruh, I've been to every single continent except Antarctica. And one thing that I've had to find out is that they are all the same. It never ceases to amaze me. So I wanted to reminisce on Korea Bay and tell you about my experiences with the first Asian woman that I had ever dealt with. You know, mind you, I was new to the military at the time, had never really dealt with an Asian woman. And, you know, I was a little hesitant on how to approach them. And not to mention, I'm going to keep it all the way funky with y'all. Like, the Korean women were beautiful, you see what I'm saying? But they just didn't really have they ain't really had a shape for me. I like women with curves. I like women with hips and dips, and a lot of them bitches was bony. You see what I'm saying? So they just ain't really do it for me, man. They was bony, man. Like I like women with curves, man. And it just ain't do nothing for me. And what's so cold about it, Korea Bay, you know, me and her met, and they was trying to put me on her homegirl at first. And me and her homegirl, it just wasn't clicking. It wasn't. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't clicking at all. And for whatever reason, me and Korea Bay hooked up. What's so cold about it is that the women over there are so feminine. Well, at least at the time. I've heard a lot of stories of how much Korea has changed. But, you know, mind you, this was like 2000. This is like mid 2000s. You see what I'm saying? I'm only like 19 at the time. 18, 19 years old at the time. So, you know, gentlemen, like, gentlemen, this is how serious this is. So anyways, I link up with Korea Bay, and it's crazy how cultured that these women are. You come home, they rush to you, take off your coat, you know, take your shoes, bring you some. It was alien to me. I was like, whoa, I had never experienced nothing like that in my life. Never experienced nothing like that in my life. You know, now, when I use the term submissive with them, I mean it in a way that, you know, it's not that they pushovers, because they definitely wasn't on some, you know, be seen and not heard shit. But they were very, you know, very deferential. You see what I'm saying? You know, they were very accommodating, very, it's kind of hard to explain. Like, unless you've been stationed in Korea, you know, you wouldn't know, or just any Asian country in particular, you wouldn't know what I'm talking about. But they are cultured to be helpmeets. They are. Like, me and Korea Bay never got into any argument whatsoever. None whatsoever. You see what I'm saying? It was just always a good time with her. And, you know, I met her family. We had a great time, like I said. And if I had to rate the pop, you see what I'm saying? If I had to rate it, that joint was up there. Me and her just, you know, when we got together, you know, during the act was just phenomenal. The act was phenomenal. You see what I'm saying? Like, if we were lacking anywhere else, we made up for it. You see what I'm saying? When it came to the bedroom, me and her just had this sexual energy that just matched. What's so cold about it is that she had a guy that she was dealing with before me and her met. This motherfucker was a stud, man. He was in the army as well. But he was in a Iraq army. He was a Korean soldier. This dude was a stud. You see what I'm saying? He was special forces. Like, to be honest, you see what I'm saying? Like, to be honest, That dude, like me and him, we had words. It never came to blows. It never came to blows, but we had words. And I had to let him know. I was like, look, you know what I mean? Because he was like, what's up with you and her? I was like, what's up with me and her? What's up with me and her? He's like, he's asking me all these questions. I was like, look, man, like you see Slim, you see me. Leave it at that. And he ain't really like that. You see what I'm saying? He ain't really like it because he was like, who is this dude? I came through. I scooped her out of nowhere, and we had a little thing for a few months. He ain't really like that. You see what I'm saying? So he found some pictures. Oh man. I thought this Bama was gonna kill me. He found some pictures that me and her took. Oh man, I thought he was going to kill. Like looking in his eyes was like looking into the eyes of the devil, son. Like this Bama was on one. That's how infuriating, you see what I'm saying, me dealing with her made him feel, because he knew what time it was. Like Slim, man, me and Korea babe, man, we used to have some, yeah. Looking into the eyes of the devil, son. He was not playing. But I learned a lot. From Korea Bay. And namely, right, because I guess what her family wanted, and the reason why me and her didn't end up working out is because what her family wanted, they saw more of a future in old boy than me. And I understand that. You see what I'm saying? I understand that now, because at first I really couldn't at the time, but at the end of the day, there was no future with me and Korea Bay. There wasn't. You see what I'm saying? And if I'm not mistaken, I think her and old boy are married now with kids. And like I said, that dude was a stud. Like, that dude was a beast. You see what I'm saying? He had his shit together. He was on point. He was that type of Korean dude that, he was so, he could go anywhere and get the baddest bitch. That's how this dude, he was on point. You see what I'm saying? He had top-notch boss game. And, I wasn't mad at all. When the smoke cleared, I sat back and I said, hey, you know what? You made the right decision. And I wish you the best. I was fucked up about it, because, like I said, me and her had a great time. You see what I'm saying? The pussy was good, was exquisite. Slip and Slide Records, man. Slip and Slide Records. And it just, because like I said, I didn't really know. Like, before I got stationed in Korea, I didn't know Asian women. I didn't know Asian women fool with black dudes like that. You see what I'm saying? And so, I don't know what it is. I guess because there's a lot of black dudes stationed in Korea, or they just got something for black men. But man, they call them war babies. You see a lot of Korean women with black dudes over there, and I had my fair share of Jones that I could have fooled with, but like I said, they don't really got the hips and dips for me, so I couldn't do it. They too bony. But Korea Bay, she had a nice little shape. She had a nice little shape. It's nothing like what I'm used to, but she was she was a good girl. Korea Bay was a good girl. She was a good girl. And I'm at the point now. Where, if I deal with any Asian jump, they all have to have the same level of femininity, same fashion sense, same style. You see what I'm saying? Like they all have to be like that. Because, I mean, like I said, she had hips and dips. Fashion sense was crazy. She was sexy. She wasn't like sexy for an Asian, though. She was sexy. You see what I'm saying? The type of woman, she stepped into a room, and a cheetah start growling. You see what I'm saying? Like, y'all probably don't get that reference, but, at the end of the day, man, I had I had a great time with Korea Bay. You see what I'm saying? And Korea Bay really, she let me know how I should approach women. She let me know how I should, you see what I'm saying, how I should handle shit. Cause like I said, I didn't know how to approach. I didn't know how to approach Asian women like that. Then I just said, fuck it, maybe I'm thinking too much about it. I'm thinking too much. Let me just go ahead and mash. And the rest is history. But I got some more stories to tell y'all, man. I got plenty of stories to tell y'all. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you I never dreamt about Korea Bay. You see what I'm saying? We was fucking on the beach. It's my first beach fuck in Jeju-do Island. Yeah, good old Jeju-do. But yeah, man. You already know, man, they are all the same. A woman is a woman is a woman is a woman.